This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from Atlanta as the Hawks take it to the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. For the Pacers right now, they're focused on getting off to a good start to the road trip here.
One of the best ways to garner some confidence is to start a long road trip off with a win.
And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south in a hurry.
That bucket in no time at all.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And it's Halliburton penetrating, and he gets the bucket.
First step quickness that time from Halliburton. Got the defender on his heels.
Here's Poole, and it's sent back by Turner. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And so it's Atlanta with it. Here's Bull. Nails the baby hook.
Few players are as tall as Bull, I think, which makes him a legitimate threat to score inside almost at will.
Got a hand on it. Here's Poole. Yes, that goes in. Poole's got 5 now.
And the offense, 3 of 4, solid start for this game.
Clark, you know them well, the Pacers winning 3 championships in the ABA back in the 70s. But they're still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, exactly. They've played in the finals. Took the Lakers to 6 games, but that was over 2 decades ago. And right now, they're playing in a very crowded and tough Eastern Conference.
And here is Poole. After Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. He'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Bull. Banked in off the glass. He has 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Halliburton for 3, and Bull pulls it down. And so Poole will bring it up for the Hawks. 3-point lead. Dick in the corner. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And he's fouled pretty. Hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Bull. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work for good shots inside the arc as well.
Now, here's Bull. He has 6. And, Clark, here we are looking at a player like Bull. Big man who continues to improve.
And part of that improvement clearly is work ethic, taking coaching, but also he's a confident young man. He believes that he belongs in this league, and he backs it up with how he carries himself and how he plays.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. You know, Greg, on a per-minute basis, Bol is one of the better rebounders and shot blockers in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's not all done on the inside. He grabs a lot of long rebounds, and he contests shots on the perimeter. This guy is more than capable out there.
Here's Halliburton after the basket by Atlanta. There's the triple. Traps in the tray. Halliburton's got 11.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Cassell. Misses the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Mathurin. No scoring in this one.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Cassell. Here he goes. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
So, timeout call here, the first for Indiana. Pacers trailed by 7. Over in the corner, Mathurin. And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's Cassell. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Shot clock at 6. The 15-footer. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Nobody's stopping that. Mathurin attacking with purpose.
Atlanta leading by 5. Pass to Dick. Here's Cassell. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
Here's Nembhard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Pass to Pokusevski. It could go. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Hawks lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just plain unselfish.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Pacers are a team on the rise, and Tyrese Halliburton says one of the favorite parts about the way we're building the culture here is it's not just showing up for a game and that's it. We watch games, text about games, talk about games when we get to the arena. I just want to be around guys who love basketball and want to be great. Kevin?
Isn't that special, David? Hey, thanks for that report. You know, Clark, I remember you had such a strong mid-range game when you were playing. Do you think it would have been hard to stretch your game out to 3 like a lot of guys are doing now?
You know what, Kevin? It's interesting. I was actually starting to try to add the three-point shot to my game way back in the mid-'80s as part of my development. So I don't think it's hard. It's a matter of putting the work in. And shooting is one of those skills in the game that can really be refined with good mechanics and just volume of work.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that?
You don't. I mean, as a defender, you got to just stash that one in the memory bank and make sure it doesn't burn you the next time.
Offensive rebound. Back to Walker. Here's Nembhard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Nailed from three-point land.
It's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now, Poole. Shot on the way. Rebounded by Jackson.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here is something, Greg, from Pacers history. They were a dynasty at one point, and you remember it well.
Yeah, you're talking about the ABA days, but it's true. The Pacers were a dominant team before the merger. They won 3 titles in 4 seasons just before joining the league.
And Poole gets it to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
So both teams making some changes here. Indiana moving it around. Mathurin with the ball. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. From downtown, rebound Atlanta. Bull up top. Kicks it out to Terry. Inside. Here's Bull. He's got 7. Back to Terry. Lets the 3 fly. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 1:56 left from the first half of basketball. Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
When Russ makes up his mind to drive it, watch out. He's such a fierce, dynamic athlete. A full head of steam, and he's cooking you.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And, you know, I'm not quite sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave somebody like him uncovered.
The Hawks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
And you know their performance at the line. It's definitely dropped off. Not the trend they were looking for.
.129 left in the second quarter.
When Bol is guarding you, there's no getting away from him.
It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Here's Westbrook. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Excellent job that time by Westbrook. Spots a weakness and then burst right to exploit it.
Here's Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
The shot's good. Cassell making the play. Bol's got 17 now.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock.
What a nice move by Mathurin. He just took flight there.
Pass to Bol. Here's Cassell. Oh, what a dunk!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Bol has been the guy making things happen for Atlanta. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so Poole will bring it up for the Hawks. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Lets it fly from 18. The rebound by Turner. Halliburton outside. And the 3 ball is good. Halliburton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers. You know, Greg, one thing you got to admire about Miles Turner is how sensational a shot blocker he is. Every year among the leaders in the NBA.
And Kevin, such a dependable defensive anchor. Someone that just reads shooters well, knows when to go after the block.
Halliburton outside. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks lead by 11. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. What do you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are a team on the rise, and their point guard, Tyrese Halliburton, has a lot to do with that. Coach Rick Carlisle said his will to win is spectacular for a young player. He's the motor, engine who drives our team. When people look and say we're fun to watch, he's the head of the snake. He sets the tone for that in a big way. Kevin?
In a big way. High praise. Hey, David, thank you. And a wide open look for Mathurin. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Poole. Kicks it out to Terry. Here's Okongwu.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Greg is a guy that led the offense, a floor general. Do you think we're in the golden era of point guards?
Kevin, it's hard to say. I mean, the 80s had Magic and Isaiah. The 90s had Stockton and Peyton.
the 2000s with Nash and Kidd, but this era is deep. You got Curry, Lillard, Doncic, Morant, and of course CP3 is still going. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
So it's the Hawks now, following the score by Indiana.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game. Consider my doubts disappeared.
Now, Poole, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Here's the teardrop. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
The three. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks lead by 16. And here is Poole. He's got 14. Outside for Randall. Driving inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got 7 points for the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Both teams will make substitutions. Pacers trailed by 18. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Cassell. Outside for Randall. The shot's good. Cassell making the play. Randall's got 5 points so far.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Here's Cassell. He's got 6. Out to Miller. Over Mathurin. Miller, no up. Pacers trailed by 17. Fires the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
And Mathurin, uber aggressive on offense and skilled at drawing fouls, too.
Good on the second free throw. So Clark with his talent and upside. The future is extremely bright for Benedict Mathurin.
Very bright, shining extremely bright. I love this young man. Like his comportment, Kevin, as much as I like his athleticism and his ability to score at all 3 levels, he just seems to be unfazed and plays with the maturity and confidence that belies his youth.
.139 left in the third. That's good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot. And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Cassell after Indiana gets the three. Back to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Turner. Here's Indiana. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Mathurin for 3. Randall grabs the board. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Atlanta Hawks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Cassell. 6 points for him.
Oh, my goodness! Come on now.
And he jams it with authority.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now, here is Halliburton. And there's the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. Halliburton's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pacers. Here's Bull. That one misses. Walker with some nice D. Pacers trailed by 11. Here's Halliburton. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Halliburton. Bull making his last shot. And Halliburton slams it in.
Tyrese Halliburton so capable of playing multiple positions and roles for this team. And tonight, he's embraced being the scorer.
Now, here's Bull. And that's a foul called on Bull. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Halliburton for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Halliburton's got it back down to single digits for Indiana. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks, was able to listen in on Adrian Griffin's huddle with his team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff, guys.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Poole. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Pacers ball.
Pacers trailed by 8. Halliburton outside. Going inside.
Tremendous explosion on that launch by Halliburton, throwing it down.
Now Poole. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
and just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Now, here's Halliburton. And the Pacers, another three.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
And Bull sends it back.
Great defense from Bull, using that massive wingspan perfectly right there.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Dick in the corner. Connects from three-point range. Dick's got 9 points here in the second half.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And here's Poole for three. The Pacers pull it in. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Mathurin for three. Can't get it to go. His fifth miss and 10 shots from the floor. It's Poole with the drive. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Poole. From past the arc. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. It's a 10-point game. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He'll mix one in here and there. Mathurin stretches the floor that way, making the defense respect his three ball.
Now, here's Bull. Fader on the way. Pass to Dick. Takes a three. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here.
And it's Mathurin missing.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. Here's Poole. Terry outside. Poole with it. Pocket 6. Here's Dick. Drains the three-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 10.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Mathurin wanted this bad. He wants to one-up them at the arc.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
Mathurin for three. And so the Hawks take the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks.
Sometimes you got to make it about yourself. Bring the warrior out yourself. Let loose in the wild. Don't doubt yourself.